Ladies and gents, welcome back to The Random. It's your host, SmallwoodWorldWide. We're back again with another video. And today, we're going to take a look at the top 5 reasons why the iPad Pro is Apple's best product. And that's right, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5. Top 5 reasons. And we're going to get to them rather quickly. Let's go ahead and jump in. So, let's go ahead and get started here. First up, reason number 1, flexibility. When you talk about the iPad Pro, right? And this is a M1 iPad Pro, very similar to the M2 iPad Pro. The one thing they have over your laptop, number 1, you can just take that off. Do you see that? Video calls, you can make this as flexible as you want. Drawing, any type of creativity. Having that detachment from the Magic Keyboard is a godsend. So flexibility of the iPad Pro is second to none, not to mention some very beautiful backlit keys. Number 2. Multitasking done right. Now, if you're like me or a lot of people, you're doing more than one thing at once. When I take a look at the iPad Pro, it's a master of that. Now, I know a lot of people on the other side would like to say, hey, you know what? I can open up 8 or 10 windows at once. Good for you. Apple does it very polished, very seamless, very much straight to the point. Let's take a look at what I mean. So first, let's just open up Procreate, right? Looks good. Now, we're going to take a look at Apple's latest feature called Stage Manager. I'm going to swipe down from here. We'll click in there. Now, if you look here along the left side panel, you have options for other things that you may have open, that you may be working in, that you may be working on. And this is very snappy, very seamless. Great way to multitask. Now, what if you say you don't need all of that? I say that's fine. Let's go out of here. Let's go ahead and cut into here. Let's take a look. Now, you have a regular web page open. I don't know, let's go here. Let's say you want to do some research on YouTube while you take notes. Guess what? It's all right there. Multitasking made easy. That's what I like to call it. That's the wonderful thing about the iPad Pro. It affords you so many different ways to multitask. And keep in mind, this is being done without the studio display. Just the iPad Pro all on its own. Let's move to the next thing. Now, what I like to talk about next is the iPad Pro actually being pro, a creative utopia. So let's take a look at some of the apps involved here that make it an absolute stunner. Number 1, LumaFusion. LumaFusion is a creative suite where you can edit video 8K, 4K. Listen, edit your heart out. You can create a masterpiece with LumaFusion. But let's say LumaFusion isn't quite for you. Guess what? You have industry standard, industry leading color grading system of DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve released for the M2 iPad Pro and is also out here, as you can see, for the M1 iPad Pro. I can tell you it's very powerful. It's very seamless. It's a little challenging to learn, but you put in the work, the results will come. And I can tell you their color grading system is second to none. Shout out to DaVinci Resolve. Next up, let's say that, you're not necessarily into editing video. You want to do something like drawing, right? Or creating. Guess what? We'll come over here. We'll open up Procreate. Now, with the power of the Apple Pencil, take a look at the different things you can create in Procreate. Now, clearly, I didn't draw this, but if I had the skills to do so, the iPad Pro affords you the opportunity to do as you see fit. Procreate, well-known app, well-liked, and also very, very, very pro. Again, another top-tier reason to have it. Let's move on to reason number 4. So reason number 4 is note-taking. Why have the Apple Pencil? Why have this nice, slender, lightweight frame, made of aluminum, if you're not going to take notes? So if you're like me, we're going to go up here. Let's open up something right now. You have Freeform. Freeform affords you the opportunity. As you can see, I just threw together something. It literally is make it what you want. But if you're in school, or if you're taking notes for a project you're working on, or if you're just like me in life and you like to create different things, Freeform affords you the opportunity to do so. You can go in, you can create a bunch of different boards. It's very organized, very polished, and it's first run for Apple. I can tell you it's a great app to have. If you don't need all of the above there, let's go here. Let's take a look. You can always come over to Apple's baked-in note-taking app, Apple Notes. As you can see, from Anna Wintour, we learned a thing or two. You can post pictures, PDFs. Listen, Apple Notes has actually gotten quite good. I know a lot of folks were using GoodNote and a few other things. The bottom line is note-taking and the note-taking experience on the iPad Pro is really second to none at this point. Something to check in with and be passionate about. So let's get to number 5. Now, number 5 is something that most people kind of get the iPad Pro for. And when I look at that, it's the entertainment package, right? So when you get an iPad Pro, whether you're taking a lot of flights, whether you live in a city that you do a lot of traveling on, whether you're kicked back at home, the entertainment factor is, again, second to none. It's absolutely top tier. First of all, you have the nice widgets here. If you like me and you like to keep up with sports, you get a chance to do that. You can click into those. For me, I have NBA League Pass. I can go in and watch that Magic and Lakers game if I want. You can catch up on some of your favorite shows here. You can actually come over. Guess what? You can create your own entertainment pad as I have. Since, Ted Lasso is back, let's click into Apple TV Plus. Let's take a look at what we got here. Let's browse. Again, you see how buttery smooth this is? Look at that. Who doesn't want this in the palm of their hand? Or 2 hands? Or you got the Magic Keyboard? No hands. It's absolutely stellar. The speakers, all 4 of them, sound incredible. It's very amazing. From that, you can kind of jump into some of your movies here. TV shows, go back to movies. Guess what? If you haven't seen Cocaine Bear, it's a cult classic. Check it out. Go watch the movie. Be entertained. The bottom line is, with the iPad Pro, it's literally not even we haven't even scratched the surface with the capabilities of this. And I actually plan on making more videos about all the wonderful things you can do with the iPad Pro. But in the meantime, hit me up in the comments. Let me know, are you feeling our top 5 reasons on why the iPad Pro is quietly Apple's best product? And I say that because with all the disrespect in the world, for all the folks who said the iPad Pro isn't pro, you're running out of excuses. I can tell you that right now because DaVinci Resolve, again, this is Hollywood industry standard. There's no more saying that, oh, I can't export an 8K to a 24K. Listen, industry pros have used the iPad Pro. Clearly, they're working off of larger Sony monitors, which again, to be fair, no YouTuber is working off of $80,000 monitor. You're just not doing that, and your work doesn't require that. But for the rest of us out here, you want to get that color grading experience. You want to integrate some things in your day-to-day workflow. It's right there. And like I said, iPad Pro is a major go. Buttery smooth, and has everything that you need. We'll see you again sooner than you think on a new edition of The Random. Peace.